In the latter half of today's episode, Eve continues to play on Julian's emotions, reminding him of the media frenzy that would come to play if people knew the truth about his relationship with Vincent. Julian gives in, as Vincent thanks him, while Eve assures him that he's doing the right thing for everyone involved. Vincent apologizes for his recent actions, as does Eve. Julian claims her son is a psychopath, and Eve assures him that with their help as parents, Vincent can learn to be a better person. Meanwhile, Vincent assures his child that he'll get his revenge. He tells his baby that it would be a shame to let his talents go to waste, and continues to explain that his Aunt Sheridan is the person who has to die. Noah and Paloma watch as the sparks continue to ignite. When they leave the bedroom, the spark follows, bursting through the door. Tabitha hopes that the book is now finished, and also hopes it doesn't come after her next. A half-dressed Noah and Paloma burst into the living room, while Tabby tells them that there will be no toga parties in her house. They notice the smoke and sparks coming from the book, and Noah insists Tabitha explain what's happening. Tabby insists she doesn't know what he's talking about, while she accuses him of getting drunk. Noah tells her not to deny it, and the two tell her the tale of how the sparks attacked them. Tabitha excuses a supernatural event, chalking it up to being bad tea that she couldn't bear to throw away. She covers up the secret, claiming that the tea is psychedelic from a summer of love in the 60s. Once again, she reminisces of the decade, until Noah reminds her to explain the tea. She tells them that they must have been hallucinating, because there's no such thing as sparks in tea. Noah insists that Tabby be more careful, reminding her that they'd be concerned if Endora or Maria were to get a hold of the psychedelic tea. Tabby agrees, and Noah urges her to get rid of the tea. The two go back upstairs, while Tabitha is amazed that she lies so well. She inwardly tells Noah that he should be worried about the Grim Reaper, not some psychedelic tea. Gwen insists Pilar come with her, and Pilar reiterates that it's her guilty conscience finally getting to her, and reminds her that Teresa's dead. Gwen accuses Pilar of being in alliance, saying that she didn't even seem surprised when Gwen told her of Teresa's reappearance. Pilar assures her that she's not herself, while Gwen insists that she's right. She believes that Pilar knows that Teresa's alive, and she questions Pilar. Gwen informs her henchmen that they need the agent in order to find Pilar. Gwen has her henchmen distract Agent Henderson while she follows. Juanita corners Henderson, cocking a gun at his head. He curses her, while she gives him the ultimatum of taking her to Pilar or going to his death. Ethan and Teresa remain in bed together, and Ethan finds it unbelievable that she's really here, back from the dead. Teresa assures him that it's just a dream, thankful that the drugs are still in effect. Ethan wonders if he'll ever feel her again, while Teresa reminds him that he'll always have his memory. On the final scene, Ethan and Teresa profess their love for one another as they choose to remember this night forever. In the interim, Gwen is adamant that she knows what she saw, which was Teresa in bed with Ethan. Gwen insists that she will kill Teresa as Pilar attempts to stop her, while we pan on Ethan and Teresa in bed together as the show fades to black. On the next Passions, Gwen assures Ethan that Teresa was alive and well, and that the two of them were making love. Vincent gloats that he's coming for Aunt Sheridan, who's as good as dead. Sheridan holds up a present for Louise Fancy and Pretty, insisting it's a ticking bomb. That's a wrap-up for today's show. I'm Kat, and you've been listening to the Passions Podcast.